and FPS start to really formulate plans on how to defend and attack these sites.
Well, there we go. The analysis coming down from Jimmy Wissenhunt. Of course, do remember to follow him on Twitter and watch his stream. I think your Twitter is Jimmy Wiss, as far as I'm concerned. And
JIMMYWHIS.
Lovely. And also Wissenhunt here on Twitch TV. I think you do some you play some CSGO pucking on the ESEA, and you do some talk shows as far as I'm concerned about the game.
Yeah, that's true. We do host some shows and stuff. By the way, quick little shout out for ESEA, who recently has moved into Europe, guys. Make sure you do check that out. Go to esea.net and check that out. It's a great opportunity to play some gathers or pugs. So it has an automated system with anti-cheat. It's literally the best in the business. Tournaments from all over the world use their anti-cheating client at their events. That's how solid this is.
So here we go. Matches are right now starting here on DE Train. We do have NIP. If you're just joining us, Forest, Get Right, Fifth Flower, Freiburg playing against VERYGAMES from France, RPK, NBK, Kenny S, Smiths, and Existence. And we are looking at an inside push.
Yep, we're going to be headed directly into the bomb site, and as we said earlier, Nip doesn't ever afraid. Straight into the bomb site, and there's that great angle we were talking about, but Forrest able to take down Existence. It was already a huge numbers advantage for NIP, so it will not be able to be held, and the bomb will fall here. 2 to 3 is the situation. Smith and Kenny is going to be the last two standing. Freiburg overextending as far as I'm concerned there. That was dangerous territory to be in. 2 versus 2 now, and some long angles being taken here. Smith trying to work his way up on lower to try to eliminate the annoyance that is Forrest up there and upper, and he's also going to be contended from the other side of lower here. This is going to be very, very difficult, as Get Right has yet to even join the fight here.
But Forrest will just take it on his own and win that round. So it's going to be 1-0. And I really like what Smiths was doing just until he missed all his shots, because the position he was in, he was just on that, what's it called? I'm not even sure what the word is for that in English, but he was just walking straight up to the point where the terrorists were holding with his P250 and almost getting into the awesome position to take them out, but then he just missed his shots. And yeah, that can cost him the round there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, these sort of overextensions, I mean, these players at this level know how the game's played out, and they know how these numbers work. But as we saw, Nip was actually in some trouble there. We saw, I believe it was Freiburg push way up towards Z and get taken down. That was brought it down to a 2 versus 2. That extra member could have meant a lot easier and clean round. But anyway, we could talk about theoretical situations all day. Looks like NIP is going to try to slowly work their way into lower right now, or into the inner bomb side. I apologize. Spotting out those obvious angles, here's where it becomes hard. The P250 and the Deagle, I say, as RPK gets taken down with one. Nathan takes down 2 there. Huge frags. And coming up for another one will be taken down by Get Right finally. Punished for being absolutely insane at this game. Kenny's playing on top of the bomb train. But go ahead and take it away. Let us know what's happening.
Yeah, let's see here. Kenny is with that P250. Oh, actually, that's a P2000. It looks almost the same when you're reloading. The terrorist will be, actually, I think 2 of them are going back, while Get Right is here with the bomb. 74 points of Fifth Flower taking down Existence. It's the 3 versus 2 scenario. Kenny S with the frag. And oh, double frag from Kenny S to pick up both terrorists. And now this is turning in from an anti-eco to an actual winnable round for the counter-terrorist. It is a 2v1. The bomb will be planted. Now, Get Right in a clutch scenario. And if you want a guy to clutch a round for you, this is the guy you want.
Yeah, as we say in America, shit just got real. Get Right going to be in a 1 versus 2 situation. Going to be, it's actually a great position here. I'm actually a little conflicted about the way he's playing this out, but I mean, I'm not going to argue with Get Right. I don't think anybody wants to argue with Get Right. What an incredible Counter-Strike player. Oh, and a great shot by Smith. Hey, able to take down Smith there from Get Right. And it's now down to a 1 versus 1, and he's easily able to finish that off. And that was quite possibly one of the best AK shots I've seen so far.
I just had nerd chills when he made that shot. That was absolutely incredible. Wow, what a 1 bullet from Get Right to win that round and making it 2-0, just saving his team from absolute disaster. That is, of course, losing the anti-eco. And 2-0. Wow.
I think my heart's going to explode if he does that again. Like, I almost fell out of my chair. Okay, back to the action here. Of course, this will once again be a save round here for VG. And let's take a look around. Looks like I see 2 P250s. Yeah, it looks like 2 P250s and 3 formerly USPs, now P2000s. It's hard to keep up with all the Ps and pistols and new things. But Freiburg still hanging out here in spawn, going to be flashing for his teammates so they can come out ladder safely and able to take down Existence there.
So Smith now looking under these trains for enemy players and will do some damage, but not really enough to get any frags. And only one player remaining, and that is MBK. And it's going to be hard for him to do anything. And yep, 3-0.
All right, and this is where it all begins. I mean, I know we're on the 4th round, 3 rounds in right now, but this is where it really starts because Nip has actually some great players that are very, very famously good at train, Forrest and Get Right, and exist as well, as a matter of fact. Holy crap, they have 3 very good trained players. Now, just because the map has changed doesn't mean the mentality hasn't, okay? This is still a very familiar map for these guys, and they're able to take down Freiburg and exist there.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Great play by NBK. He's really showing his skills right now, taking down 2 players on his own. So it is a 4v2 situation right now. And yeah, we have to remember that Get Right and the guys are still on okay money. One of them actually still stuck with the P90. That's Get Right here. But Fiflan decided to buy an orb, of course. The usual weapon you see if you're from Source here on DE train. Also dubbed DE orb. I'm not sure if it was the same way in 1.6. Probably was.
Well, I want to briefly note as well, you know, so many people comparing the games back and forth. This is it right here, guys. This is the game we have in front of us. And as far as the one AK I said was the best I've seen so far, I've seen plenty of them. In CSGO, that was impressive.
Yes.
That was the best CSGO 1 AK I've seen so far.
And that's the way we need to think about things. This is absolutely not Source. It's not 1.6. This is a new game. This is a whole new thing we're dealing with right now. So, yeah, all those discussions about what was better actually...
Yeah, absolutely.
They're gone now.
But looks like RPK right in the back of... I'm going to call Pop Dog for now. I don't know what else to call it. I guess just the lower train hanging out by Hitch. He's actually holding this angle here, which is, of course, because of the newer Source engines, able to see through there into lower and spot them as they're coming out, but he is spotted.
Oh, wow. Great hits there from RPK.
That's a difficult... Yeah, that's a difficult frag to get just because it's Get Right. Get Right got the first shot, and he was able to take him down. And he had a great angle there, so he played that very, very well. And that was an important frag because now it is a 1 versus 4. And that's a long way from a 2 versus 4. And there it is. VERYGAMES able to pick up that round. Score now 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. And VERYGAMES got the round they really needed to get because this was the round where they can actually punish the NIP players who were, some of them were in P90s and some of them hadn't really upgraded to AKs, etc., etc. So they were actually able to get the round because of their weapon difference, and they actually got it. So that's pretty good for them. But now NIP is going to be in AKs, they're going to be in AWPs, and this is going to be really, really hard for VERYGAMES to play against.
Yep, and this is also, once again, interesting metagame happening right now is where operators are choosing their positioning because it's not the same as we're used to seeing in any Counter-Strike. They now have to worry about shooting under the trains here for mid and then having to worry about tower at the same time. It's very hard to spot that out against a good team because they will avoid those spots. Forrest's going to be smoking out here to ladder train. It looks like they want to go for a delayed outer take, but they don't want to commit to this until they get a pick or at least some information. Once one member of NIP goes down, they will completely commit to this. Or if they get a frag here onto VERYGAMES, we'll see how it works out here.
Let's see, Forrest here looking for the frag, not really finding it now on 32 points of health. His teammates will be coming out to help him. There goes Kenny S with that one. And that's going to be interesting what NIP wants to do. We do have Get Right down here on Ivy, I think it's called, in 1.6 back alley in Source. Smith's coming in with that orb frag onto the flank. So orb duel 1 for VERYGAMES. Get Right will take out RPK. He sees the second guy. And the third one as well.
Yeah, Get Right going to be last man standing, and he is receiving opposition from all different angles. Now, whose map, remind me, whose map choice was train?
Map choice train was NIP.
Okay. I was just curious there.
Yeah, Nuke, of course, being the map choice of VG, and Inferno being a third and decider. And hopefully we'll get to Inferno.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's really cool to see these maps go as long as possible. You know, believe it or not, there's some commentators out there that would rather the maps be short. I want to see as much Counter-Strike as possible.
Exactly. And overtime, more of that. We need more overtimes. Overtimes are freaking awesome. Oh! Smith's coming in with a huge frag, and RPK coming in with the backup. Pistols coming out here for Smiths. He will miss a couple of shots, but eventually, round will be won for VERYGAMES.
The knights have come out!
Oh my god, Smith's coming in there with the knife, just looking a bit threatening to do the little stabby, but luckily for him, the T will be taken out with a pistol, so he can die dignified.
Oh, man. That was interesting. I mean, sometimes you just gotta, you know, pull out the shank, man. It just happens sometimes, but... Forrest going to be leading the pick into the inner bomb site here. It actually looks like he's going to be heading down towards ladder. Take that back. And wow, this is a fast execution onto outer. And a little bit of goofy physics there, but it's all right. Smokes have been placed in decent positions. Kenny onto Freiburg there. And
they just saw the feet of an opponent there. And wow, orb action coming in. And this is giving me flashback to Source where orbs... Oh, what? Look at Exist, man. 1 HP still shooting headshots. Boom, headshot. But there goes a nade. So that's the end of FPS stock, a.k.a. Exist here. So
yeah, and we're back to a familiar situation here. I'll tell you, Get Right is now in a 1 versus 2 coming in here. This is the second map. It's a 3 to 3 score right now. Get Right going to try to work his way around the former bomb train. That'll be the 1 train from now on is what we'll call it. Working his way back towards Z. He has heard one of them. Now, he wants to isolate the best he can and hold a position because both of them cannot peek him at once. He knows how they play. Will he be able to get this first frag? Go home, getting chills here. Right now, there is 1 here in tower and 1 below him in Z. So if he can get one of these picks, that could be huge for him. But he's not going to be able to pull it off as Nathan will take him down.
Yeah, and I just have flashbacks to Source because in Source you'd see all the big teams, for example, VERYGAMES in their prime, which means almost the entire life of CS Source. They will pick up 2 or 3 orbs that actually just boss the outside area with 2 or 3 orbs, and that's exactly what they did this round. They just had the orbs in the correct position and were able to win it in the end. They were 2 against 1, and that's really good from VERYGAMES. Let's see, inside push now. Grenades coming in. I'm looking to find NBK, and here he is. Spraying away, not really getting the frag, but luckily for him, his teammates will be coming in from behind, and Smith will be able to finish it up 5-3 for VERYGAMES.
That was big. That was really cool, how quickly that went and how smoothly it went there for VG. We are now, of course, at a 5-3 advantage, a 2-round advantage here for VERYGAMES. This is about the point in previous games you would see the momentum change a little bit. I'm sorry, not the momentum, the gameplay change of the CTs a little bit. If you get a lead and you stay with the same playstyle for a while, typically you want to try to change it up. At least that's what we've seen in games past. So really looking forward to see how VG plays this. I mean, by change it up, I don't mean too much. I mean, start throwing some nades into mid. Start pushing into ladder a little bit with 2 people. Play it safe. Don't do anything drastically different, but at least throw Nip out of their groove here because they're starting to get used to the way VG's playing.
Yeah, let's see. Forrest looking for enemy players, but not really finding any here coming into the B-bomb site, so he will naturally draw back. VG doing a very defensive setup right now. Not giving anything away, but Exist comes down the ladder, taking the head off RPK, and it will be a 1-man advantage for the Swedes. Could this be a 2-man advantage? Yes, Forrest comes in with the frag onto Smiths, who was in a really bad position, thinking about the terrorists coming in from what I would call Pop Dog. Outside there, Exist with 1 more actually will be eventually killed by NBK. Misplanted.
Yep, and yeah, Nathan here in Z trying to fall back. Now it's a 2 versus 4, and that was a very aggressive take from Nip. And this is kind of what I was talking about. This is about the round. The way it's been playing out, you kind of get this feeling of, okay, well, they're still losing rounds, but they're really starting to hit some weak points and getting a few more frags than they were before. Suddenly, Nip forcing the issue on outside and able to take it very efficiently. Kenny able to take down Forrest there. Trying to get away with 2 ops. That would be really, really useful here for VG.
And I think that is going to be what happens. Yes, they will save both their ops, so great save there by VG, thinking about the situation they actually were in. They managed to save them both, so nice play by them. They will be able to have orbs and enforce all over the place once more. And let's have a look at the score. But round we do have NBK topping it with 10 frags, and on the other side we do have Forrest with 9. So, NBK being the frag superstar at the moment, but that can change, of course.
And of course, I'm going to reiterate for the people just now joining into the stream here that this is a best of 3 Nip winning the first map. I believe it was 16-10, if I recall correctly. Yes. They're on DE Nuke VE, the new map from Volcano with Valve there. And I actually jump back in here, RPK onto Forrest. But if Nip is able to win this map, that will mean that they will be the champions here of DreamHack Valencia here in Spain. We'll see how this plays out as Nip trying to find an angle on outside, jumping on top of the trains, and really starting to swarm it over here. But Kenny's able to take down 5th there.
Oh, nice frag here by Smiths also with that AWP. From that back line, able to take out Get Right, and there's only 2 Nip players remaining, but they are in the CT link. On the C, if you want to call it that. And they do have the bomb with them, so this is a peculiar situation. That's full of fire back here.
That would be, yeah, that's a great way to put it. Very peculiar situation. Oh, there we go. What a great play by Exist. Spotting both of them from on top of CT ramp. He waited for that. He waited till the bomb was planted. Right as they started moving, he took down the first with imminent threat and then on to the second. What a great play there. And all of a sudden, it's a 2 versus 3. Bomb is in the bomb site. It is down. It's a 2 versus 2. This could go very well here for NIP.
What a huge round to win, but we do have one CT on the bomb, actually. It is KennyS. He is in the smoke. He's not deciding to defuse. Goes for the first one. Actually, that is the only one being alive, but will he actually manage to defuse it?
Oh my God.
And actually getting the achievement even while that is happening. Oh my God, second to none. That is probably the best description I could give of that.
And,
oh my God.
I want to point it out, just being a long-time 1.6 player, to those fans out there that are coming in new to spectating CSGO, he had no time there. Most of us 1.6 players used to listening to the beeps and knowing about how long we have left.
Yeah.
Once those beeps cut out, it's over. He was so close to not defusing that bomb.
That was, merely a second away, or a second, less than a second away. Now let's see, 1T will be advancing, as you can see here on the minimap in your top left corner. We'll be going in to see KennyS with 1 frag, actually. 2 of them now. KennyS might be backstabbed here, or sidestabbed if you want.
Oh, Forrest! Forrest just charges the CT tower to take down Kenny's there, and it somehow worked. 3 versus 4 here.
Now let's see, Exist once more coming in. Backstabbing the guys on back line. Forced with 1 now. And wow, NIP Carnage. Existence will come back, so it's a 1v1 now. Existence 16 HP against Forest. And they're not sure really where he is. So now the bomb is going to explode, I guess. There's no real time for Existence. He will get the frag, but round will go Nip's way, and Existence will probably die. Smashed into the wall. 6-5 for the counter-terrorists.
Oh my gosh, I'm still freaking out over that bomb. But yeah, so basically that was a pretty simple situation to be in right there. Forrest was inside of Z. He was able to hear his opponent, and they were both making a little bit of noise. I don't believe he heard Forrest's footsteps while he was moving around, so it worked out well for him. He just played the footsteps. I think he kind of almost pushed out at one point and said, wait, he's still moving around. Why the hell is he still moving around? So he just didn't peek.
And that's a sign of a great play, just making the bomb work for him. And that's exactly what happened. So, 6-5, as I said before. VERYGAMES still in the lead, but a very, very small lead. 1 round only between these two teams. In the second map, of course, best of 3. And really not much happening right now.
Yeah, just trying to play it out here. Nip going to be playing it very cautious, waiting for these pushes. They have a good idea of what the economic situation of VG is right now. They're waiting to find out this stack, but they're really not going to run into much here. They've spread themselves out fairly well. Take a look over here at VG. Nathan here. He's on top of the ledge. It's a very annoying position. He may be able to get a couple here. He does have a P250 in hand. I'm waiting for it here. And he has not been spotted. He's going to let the first one and the second one pass. Able to take down 1, looking for the second. Picking up 2, but he will finally be taken down.
Huge by Nathan there, and bomb will be planted though. So, Smith's mission impossible for the Frenchman. 1v3. Not going to clutch that one. So, 6-6. Everything is square here. 12 rounds played, 3 remaining in this half, and everyone is kind of in the same state right now. I'm not really sure. I haven't trained. It's not really the map I've been playing the most in CSGO, I have to say. But how are the balance in train?
It's been going both ways. I mean, at first it felt very CT-sided, then suddenly it was very balanced. It's hard to tell right now because teams keep changing the way they're playing due to finding new angles or new flashes, new smokes, and new mollies. So right now it seems pretty balanced.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Pretty balanced, 6-6. Not much to say here, but Frax coming in. MRP Freiburg taking out RPK. KennyS coming in with 1 double frag from KennyS here with the P250. Again, proving like a really strong handgun here. The weapon of choice for the Frenchman right now. It is a 4v3. Nathan picked up that AK, but Forrest a little bit superior with it right now in that situation. And where's the bomb? The bomb is on the back of the Flaren. 54 points of health. The in-game leader of NIP, of course, with the bomb. That's fitting. So where are they going to go?
Okay, well, you've got 2 right here near ladder, and GetRight's going to try to work his magic like he always has for every match I've ever seen. He's going to try to be the flanker here. He's going to try to be the lone wolf. He is the playmaker here for NIP. It has been through these last 2 maps. Right now, working his way down mid lane, doing a little bit of damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He only has 1 HP remaining. I don't see him surviving too much longer. He's going to have to pull out a miraculous shot here, and he will be taken down by Kenny's, which will mean an AK-47 in the hands of VERYGAMES. It's a 2 versus 2. Both teams on their heels right now, trying to find a way to make it safely across the outer bomb site. And there it is, Flaren opening it up. Kenny's will fall. It's a 1 versus 2.
Oh, existence.
Oh, God. Making me nervous here. B250 in hand, a very dangerous weapon in the right hands.
Oh, let's see if he can come in and take... Oh, he takes the first one, but Flaren will prove superior with 8 HP. And NIP will get the lead now, 7-6. Wow, what a round.
God. Okay, well, here we are, 6-7. Nip finally going to be able to pick up the lead here, and I do see an op in the hands of Get Right. See how he's able to play this out. He's heading straight towards Ivy. Now, I believe EG has been picking this fairly often. So if he's able to get this initial pick, it'll at least throw off their rotation schedule, is what I call them. I mean, kind of, there's this point in time when a team rotates when they lose a player that is a really great window to hit just about anything because they're forced to rotate one way or the other and spread out their forces. So let's see how this works out. Smith still picking over here towards Ivy, and a huge push coming in from Nathan, taking down Exist and Forest.
Yeah, really nice from him. Game sense coming in there, knowing exactly when to push. Coming up that ladder, might take a third. Oh, what a headshot from NBK. Taking down Flaren. So now it's a 4v2. So 2-man advantage for VERYGAMES. Smoking off that entrance. And the Smiths will be picking up Freiburg. And now it's only this guy remaining. Get Right. 1v4. Open hand. I'm really excited to see what he's going to do. If he's going to go for it. Let's just see the money here for a second.
You know what?
$0.
I'm not sure how familiar you are with Get Right, but there are very few situations where he does not go for it. I mean, he has 40 seconds left. It's very hard to save a gun for 40 seconds, and much less it's hard to pass up the opportunity to have a 1 versus 4 1 for you at a stage such as DreamHack Valencia. Let's see how he can play this out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in the finals in a 1 versus 4. This is the second map of a best of 3. If Nip is able to pick this up, they will be the champions here at DreamHack. But so far, Get Right just kind of playing it paranoid, man. Just going to hang out here on top of this ledge. He's decided this is a great place to have some lunch. Just chilling, man. Not much bugging him.
Yeah, he is probably going to say that gun. So yeah, it's of course a close range place he's hiding. So a Glock in hand is what he's going to do. So his ult will be saved, even though almost. Yeah, it's going to be saved. No worries. But yeah, he probably felt the pressure. And even though he wanted to do the clutch, probably someone.
That was a great place to save, by the way.
Yeah, no one really expecting that.
I think that's in Sun Tzu's Art of War somewhere. You know, like hide in plain sight.
Yeah.
Hit your enemy where he is not. You know, I don't know, like one of those.
Exist
a great
opening
pick from
up.
Exist.
That was huge. And that many people are underestimating. I've seen a lot in the chat lately. The power of the first opening kill, and there you go. Now NIP are in a 5v4 scenario. They are terrorists. That means they can hit a bomb site which has maximum 2 or 3 players with 5 players, and that's just way easier. And here we go. Okay, now it's just going to be way too easy for them because it's going to be 5 against 2. So Existence not able to do really that much right now.
This is rough. VERYGAMES went for this push into upper there that just didn't quite work out. McKinney's Existence going to make a huge play here. Flaren in a bad spot. He is completely blind, trying to hang out on ladder train.
Oh, he actually gets it. And now it's only Kenny has remaining. Huge headshot onto Kenny. Oh my God, what's going on in this little Frenchman's head?
I don't understand. Is this real? I mean, right now, Flaren is trying to wrap his head around how this possibly ended up in a 1 versus 1. He's working his way back out of ladder against an op. This is not the situation you want to be in. But on the other hand, an op isn't exactly the weapon you want in a 1 versus 1. Kenny's is working into the right angle, and so is Flaren. They're about to run directly into each other. Kenny going to pick up the advantage and able to take him down. What a huge round from Kenny.
On earth was that? The young Frenchman, actually only 17 years of age, as far as I can recall. Just exploded my mind there. Oh my God, that was a huge round from Kenny S. Huge round. Jesus Christ.
I'm completely speechless. Don't rely on me to talk right now. Like, I'm still trying to figure out how that actually happened.
And now I can see why people, some people from HLTV.org dubbed him as the new Markelov. Wow, that was skillful, that move. Damn, that was skillful. But enough talk about KennyS and that round for now. That's surely going to be in a replay coming to your screen anytime soon, probably from FTW or Mr. Tweeday. But right now it's 8-7, and the Terrorists are looking at an inside push here. They will succeed in the first part. They are in at the bomb site. Now they just need to plant the bomb and kill the CTs, which is the harder part. And that's not going to go well for them, to be honest.
All right, 2 versus 4 now, and Nip slowly working their way through the bomb site, able to just shut down VG completely.
Yeah, it's going to be 8-8 now. Because we have a delay, I can just see the chat explode over that action by KennyS. Jesus Christ.
Oh, as you said, 8-8 is the score, and this is definitely a match to be watched over and over again. Nip versus VG here in the second map of the series. Nip still fighting for this. I mean, once again, VG is definitely trying to put on a show here. They do not want to lose this. They want this to go to the third map. Nip, however, wants to end this quickly. You know what? I'm fine with the third map. I would love to see these teams play on Inferno. But back to the action. This will be a save round for Team VERYGAMES, as Smith going to run into some opposition here and taking a whole hell of a lot of damage here at Ivy. And
Freiberg will receive some damage as well, but also getting a couple of frags, so that's fairly okay for him. Only one player remaining, and he will be taken out by Exist. So it's going to be 9-8, and as you can see on the scoreboard, 2-1 in the second half. So one more round probably coming up. Let's see, the Terrorists are probably not going to buy AKs. No, the economy not really strong enough for that right now, so they're going to have one more eco round, and then we will be looking at buy round from both sides. So we will see more of that orb action. Maybe from KennyS again.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the pistol rounds, or I'm sorry, the save rounds on this game are very different than what we're used to from previous Counter-Strikes. I say as they get completely demolished here in the outer bomb site. Let's see if Nathan's able to pick one up here.
Yeah, I don't think so. He's in really tough spots.
That's a lot of opposition. But what I was getting at there is originally back when this game was going through all the different versions in beta, I spoke with the developers a lot, and I was complaining about how strong the freaking pistols are in this game. But they had stated their position very clearly, that they wanted to see this game a lot more volatile, which I didn't think was possible. These pistol rounds, or these save rounds, are dangerous for the buying team. These pistols do a lot of damage at some pretty crazy ranges, especially guns like the P250. Yeah. But back into the action. Go ahead and take us away.
Yeah, let's see. I'm going to follow KennyS because he's probably the man to look for, okay, for the opening frag from VERYGAMES, as Forrest actually takes out Smiths. So opening frag will go to NIP. Let's see here, Exist moving around. The bomb is going towards that inner bomb site. Let's see if we can find the bomb carrier. It is RPK. He does have one friend with him. That is NBK, his name brother. Also picking up that AWP. KennyS picking up one on Freiberg. And that was a peek I was trying to find earlier on that back alley. And it's just a commentator's curse. When I find someone, they instantly get the pick and then they die. So for Flowen, one frag. It's going to be 3 against 3 inside push from VERYGAMES, and Exist in a great position to backstab these terrorists now.
Yeah, and working their way into the inner bomb site. I mean, this is definitely going to be an intercommit in the eyes of NIP. There's a lot of smokes coming in. They hear the footsteps, so they will be into full rotation as Exist is taking their role of Get Right, coming in directly behind them. He's able to pick up the first one, spraying away, and there's 2 for him. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now down to a 1 versus 1. Exist already able to pick up some incredible frags this round, but not able to finish it off.
3 frags coming in from Existence, and those last 2 was actually 1-on-2. And he actually managed to clutch that, so great play by Existence, the mastermind behind VERYGAMES, true legend in the game here. But now it's going to be 10-9. VERYGAMES only 1 round away, and in this half we are looking at 3-1, of course, for NIP, 3 rounds because they won the pistol round, and the next 2, and now VERYGAMES did win the first buy round.
Oh, wow, a lot of damage already coming into Existence. He's trying to peek outside, and Exist now falling back. This is an interesting round so far, and I say that because this looked like it was initially supposed to be a really aggressive push from VERYGAMES towards the outside bomb side. They're at least going for that initial pick, but it got shut down very early on in the round. So now they're having to kind of recollect and get an idea of what they want to do. Still early on here in the round. Minute 12 left. Looks like flashes are now going to be coming down towards ladder instead of mid. Let's see how this plays out, because they have yet to really do much other than get... Oh, wow, they are in the inner bomb site. I'm a complete idiot.
I was about to say, I'm spectating KennyS, and he's planning the bomb on the inner bomb site. That's a pretty good thing to do.
I can't wait for the stupid American comments to come in now. All right, KennyS able to take down Exist. We're in a 2 versus 3, and Fiflaren on to Kenny's.
Let's see, 2 versus 2 now. Both one player from each team on low HP. Fifth flower in here for Nip. Oh, getting walled by Existence, and now RPK versus Forest. Oh, Forest will clutch that one, but is it in time? It is.
There's another one.
So many close diffuses in this game. Jesus Christ. Someone wants me to get a heart attack. I can feel that. So thank you for that. So 11-9. And Jimmy, this game, I'm actually liking it more and more. This is an absolutely huge map right here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, 11-9 is the score. Nip not really changing their playstyle up all too much. But that last round, once again, it looked like they recovered very well. They did want to go for an initial pick, and instead of going for that mid pick, he fell back to ladder, and it played out well for him. They realized the inner bomb site was completely clear, and I even missed it. But anyway, back to what we're talking about here. Forrest going to be spawning mid here on this anti-eco round for NIP. Of course, VERYGAMES is on a save round, Glocks and P250s in hand.
Yeah, let's see here. Freiburg with that Famaz, and he does have 2 enemies on that back alley. Or Ivy, if you want. The bomb is also dropped in T-spawn, almost by the terrorists. But the counter-terrorists taking it kind of slow. They're just waiting for the terrorists to go into their position so they can use their long-range weapons. And we will have one more almost stalemate situation until the terrorists decide to do something. Here we go. First frag coming in from Forest onto Existence. Freiburg will be taking one more down here. He could actually have shanked him, but decided to go for the safe one. The opponent was flashed. Double frag coming in from Get Right. Let's see if I can find Get Right. And as I say that, Freiburg will end it off, and it's going to be 12-9. But remember, guys, that was only a save round, or an eco round, if you will.
Yeah. Get Right, of course, playing his role as usual, randomly ending up behind 3 people. I would love for somebody to spend their entire, entire week just studying Get Right's demos and figuring out the formula of ending up behind the opposing team at all times. It doesn't always work out, but it's really insane how many times he pulls that off. His movement and his game sense is just really, really great.
So we do see once more 2 terrorists at Ivy, 1 in middle, and 2 going inside what we will call 2-2-1. And here we go. Nathan inside together with his bomb teammate, with his RPK. This is kind of a round setup we've seen before. 2 name brothers, the big and the not so big.
Uh-oh. Kenny's on the other side of the fence. There he is. Okay. I thought he had got boosted up. I guess he fell. Still waiting for that pick there at Ivy. I came back to his camera and was like, wait, what? What just happened?
But let's see here. Smith throwing the flashbang out and now drawing inside. So I guess there will be a fake on Ivy, and then maybe they'll be going through spawn, or maybe they'll just be returning all the way around. It will be an inside push. That's my guess right now. But it looks like the CTs are ready. Freiburg with a double on that alley. Taking down both Existence and Kenny S. So huge headshot play by Freiburg here. And now the remaining part of the team will have to do something. We do have one CT coming in. Get Right and Forrest coming in. Forrest will get the frag though. That means the bomb is down. Exist with 100 flare with a pistol kill as well. And ladies and gentlemen, 13-9 for Ninjas in Pyjamas.
Yeah, NIP just 3 rounds away. 3 rounds away. Is that correct? I got it right that time, right? Yeah, 3 rounds away from being the champions here at DreamHack. Once again, we saw this in the last game, however, where Nip ended up at a 12-3 first half, and it was like 14-5. And then all of a sudden it was 14-10, and it got very dangerous for them. So they need to hold on to this.
But Nip seeming to be really confident here. As CT on train. Oh, nice headshot coming in there from Forrest, just hitting him with the last bullet in his gun. But right now, the pistol wearing Frenchman will be looking to push inside. The bomb is advancing. And here we go. Push coming in now. P250s not proving. Oh, actually, will be proving pretty strong since RPK will come in and get the plant. That is a huge thing. If you're having a save round or an eco round, you need to get the bomb down, and they have done exactly just that. And even though they are dying, mission successful for the T's. They have got the money they needed to buy this next round.
All right, and there it is, 14-9. Not looking too great here for VG.
No, but on the other hand, NIP, wow, what can I say? That is huge play from them.
Yeah, for sure. Taking a look at the money here. Let's see what weapons we actually end up with. I mean, obviously, neither team can really afford to slack at all right now. Both teams will be at a bye. And a lot of smoke's coming in towards outer, so they're going to try to hit the... This is headed towards ladder here, actually, it looks like. Smith going to go straight down towards lower and directly out. So that was just an attempt at a fake there, but it looks like they've already smelled it out. Yeah. Smith's able to take down Get Right.
Yeah, bomb will be planted now by RPK here in the bump side. One of the T's actually coming in here. And now the CTs will be looking for the retake. NBK getting into a great position actually right now. Let's see if he can catch some headshots. He'd be caught by two angles there. Oh, double frag coming in. Kenyas with the orb. Can he work the magic once more? The young Frenchman. It is a 2v2 scenario right now.
Yeah, 2 versus 2 here. Now a 1 versus 2 for Flair, and going to be last man standing, but RBK able to take him down, and we are 14-10. And that score looks familiar.
And that score looks very familiar, my friend. And it is, of course, a best of 3. So, NiP won the first one. So, if they win this one, they actually are your champions of DreamHack Valencia. But if VG takes this map, we are going into the third map, which will be the Inferno. So, NiP, of course, 2 rounds away from winning the map. Can VG stop them? Here comes the push from Smiths.
Well, Get Right actually taking a lot of damage, trying to back away from the onslaught that is VERYGAMES. Doing he able to take down Smith with a running spray, and Kenny's onto Forrest. Oh my god, and with Flair and onto Nathan. This is huge for NIP. It's a 2 versus 3.
Let's see here,
Existence. Yeah, Existence is already outside, working his way around towards Z.
That's true. He's actually in a great position. If he can kill this guy in heaven.
Freiberg! Oh no, that was really unfortunate. Freiberg was actually still inside of T-Tower, spotting Existence, but not able to take him down. It is a 2 versus 2 even number situation here. Existence down to just 2 HP. Get Right down to 6. And there's the trade. It's a 1 versus 1, 6 versus 2 HP. Flat.
Jesus Christ. This game is killing me.
Get
my God.
Picking to actually push in here towards lower, and Existence making a lot of noise. Get Right should be able to hear him here. Just 1 bullet will end this round for VERYGAMES to take it to match point for NIP. Get Right pushing in very close here. Both of them inside the...
they passed each other in the smoke! Oh my god! They walked straight past each other in the smoke, not seeing each other, and Existence just thought, hey, I'm going to turn around, and he just shot him in the back and won the round. Jesus Christ, what a round. 14-11.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's something you don't see very often, and it's always fun to see. 14-11 is the score here. VERYGAMES staying alive here in this series for the grand finals here at DreamHack, and a pick coming in from Existence onto Exist. Yeah. That can be a tongue twister. Let's take a look around. Freiberg going to be hanging out here underneath T. Tower, and a nice shot taking down Smith.
But yeah, as you can see, pistol round right now for NIP here. So this round should be going to the VG players, at least the VG thinks so. Let's see if NIP with pistols has something else to say about that. Kenny is picking up the first one here with his AWP, looking for the second one, not hitting that shot. That was a hard one moving as well. Oh, he zooms away, but we'll get the headshot. Penetration also, and only 1 player remaining. That is Forrest. P250 in hand.
Yeah, P250 getting that AK-47 and getting the heck out of Dodge. Wants to try to save this weapon here, of course, on top of CT Tower.
Yeah, and he will be saving his weapon right here, letting the bomb explode. I love the chat. It just explodes. Oh my god.
Oh, and he has been spotted by Existence, and that is a big deal. That doesn't look like much, ladies and gentlemen, but saving that weapon would have been huge. Yeah. Keep in mind, we are at a 14-12, and even having that weapon for the next round to just drop, it might not save the round, but it definitely helps out the economy. Every dollar counts at this stage of the game. They are currently 2 rounds away from being the champions here at DreamHack Valencia.
Yeah, and on the other hand, VERYGAMES being 2 rounds away of having the same amount of rounds as NIP, and we could be looking at an overtime if VERYGAMES step their game up off, or if NiP kind of just slips a little bit out of this. Everything could happen right now.